Imagine a world without the soaring melodies of Ave Maria, a world where the tragic love story of Faust remains untold through music. Charles-François Gounod was more than just a composer. He was a storyteller, a painter of emotions, and a master of melody. Charles Gounod entered the world in the heart of Paris, a city teeming with life, art, and culture. His mother, Victoire Le Mâchoire, was a gifted pianist who nurtured his early love for music. At 11, Gounod entered the prestigious Lycée Saint-Louis, excelling in music. In 1839, he won the Prix de Rome for his cantata Fernand, marking his first major success. Charles Gounod's birth in 1818 coincided with significant transformation in France. Despite political upheaval, the Gounod household remained a haven for art and intellectual pursuits. Charles's childhood was steeped in the arts, his young mind absorbing the sights and sounds that filled his home. Evening gatherings often transformed into impromptu musical soirees, captivating young Charles. Charles's mother, Victoire, played a pivotal role in nurturing his musical talents. She taught him to feel the emotions embedded within each note, shaping his compositional style. As Charles grew older, his passion for music only intensified. He was particularly drawn to the operas of Mozart, Beethoven, and Rossini, igniting his desire to create his own musical narratives. While Charles's mother supported his musical aspirations, his father envisioned a more stable career in law. However, Charles's passion for music proved unwavering. Despite his father's reservations, Charles was accepted into the prestigious Conservatoire de Paris. In 1839, he won the Prix de Rome, propelling him towards a future filled with promise. Winning the Prix de Rome was a passport to a world of artistic discovery for Gounod. Rome's rich history and vibrant street life ignited his imagination, shaping his artistic vision. Gounod's time in Rome was also a period of profound spiritual awakening. This newfound spirituality found expression in his compositions, influencing his style and worldview. While Gounod's time in Rome deepened his spiritual connection and nurtured his love for sacred music, he never lost sight of his ambition to conquer the operatic stage. Opera, with its grand spectacle, its dramatic narratives, and its ability to transport audiences to other worlds, held an irresistible allure for him. He had, after all, grown up in Paris, a city with a passionate love affair with opera. He had witnessed firsthand the electrifying effect opera had on audiences, how it could evoke laughter, tears, and every emotion in between. He yearned to create his own operatic masterpieces, to weave his own musical spells over audiences. During his time in Rome, Gounod began sketching out ideas for operas, experimenting with different dramatic scenarios and crafting melodies that hinted at his future operatic triumphs. He devoured scores by operatic masters, studying their techniques, their use of dramatic pacing, and their ability to create characters that leaped off the stage and into the hearts of audiences. He knew that the path to operatic success was fraught with challenges. Competition for librettists, theatres, and the fickle attention of the Parisian public was fierce. Yet, Gounod was undeterred. He possessed an unwavering belief in his talent and a burning desire to see his operatic visions brought to life. In 1841, Gounod's Roman adventure came to an end and he returned to Paris, eager to embark on his operatic career. He secured a position as choirmaster at the Church of the Missions Étrangères, a position that provided him with financial stability while allowing him to continue composing. However, breaking into the Parisian operatic scene proved more challenging than he had anticipated. His early attempts at staging operas were met with mixed results. His first opera, Sappho, premiered in 1851 to a lukewarm reception. While the critics acknowledged his musical talent, they found the work lacking in dramatic impact. Gounod refused to be discouraged by these early setbacks. He learned from his mistakes, honing his craft and seeking out collaborations with experienced librettists who could help him shape his musical ideas into compelling narratives. He knew that success in the opera world required more than just musical talent. It demanded a keen understanding of drama, pacing, and the art of captivating an audience. He continued composing operas, each work demonstrating a growing maturity in his compositional style and a deepening understanding of the operatic form. He experimented with different genres, exploring comedic opera with Le Médecin malgré lui, The Doctor in Spite of Himself, in 1858, and grand opera with La Nonne Sanglante, The Bleeding Nun, in 1854. While these works did not achieve lasting fame, they provided valuable experience and helped him refine his craft. Throughout the 1850s, Gounod composed diligently, seeking the perfect blend of drama, melody, and emotional depth. He yearned to create a work that would touch the hearts and souls of his listeners. Experimenting with different styles, he drew inspiration from his predecessors. He explored leitmotifs, a technique later used by Wagner. Gounod delved into literature, seeking inspiration from great works of fiction. He believed powerful stories held the key to unlocking opera's potential. This period of exploration was crucial for his artistic development. Moving away from grand opera conventions, he sought a more intimate style. This shift paved the way for his breakthrough masterpiece. In the mid-1850s, Gounod's path crossed with Jules Barbier, a talented librettist. Barbier had success with his libretto for Verdi's Les Vêpres Siciliennes. Together they embarked on a creative partnership. They sought inspiration from classic literature. Their search led them to Goethe's Faust. The play's themes resonated deeply with them. They recognized its operatic potential, and so, with Faust as their inspiration, they began to craft an opera. It would become one of the most beloved works in the operatic repertoire. The year 1859 marked a turning point in Charles Gounod's career. The year his operatic masterpiece Faust premiered at the Théâtre Lyrique in Paris. Based on Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's iconic tragic play, Gounod's Faust captivated audiences from its very first performance. It was a triumph, a testament to Gounod's exceptional talent for fusing dramatic storytelling with soaring melodies and emotionally resonant music. Faust tells the story of an aging scholar who makes a pact with the devil, Mephistopheles, trading his soul for youth and the love of the beautiful Marguerite. Gounod's music breathes life into Goethe's characters and themes, capturing the drama, the passion, and the moral complexities of the story with remarkable depth and nuance. From the haunting beauty of Faust's opening aria, Avant de quitter ces lieux, before I leave this place, to the seductive allure of Mephistopheles le Vaudor, the calf of gold, to the heart-wrenching pathos of Marguerite's Roi de Tours, King of Tours. Gounod's music weaves a spellbinding tapestry of emotion. Faust wasn't an instant success everywhere. Its initial run in Paris was modest, but it quickly gained traction, captivating audiences across Europe and eventually conquering stages worldwide. Its popularity soared, cementing its place as one of the most frequently performed operas globally. While Faust secured Gounod's place in operatic history, it was a single aria from this grand opera that would achieve extraordinary fame and transcend the boundaries of the classical music world. Ave Maria, sung by the character of Marguerite as she seeks solace and forgiveness, is a masterpiece of melodic beauty and emotional depth. Gounod originally composed it as a simple melody for voice and piano, but its popularity led to numerous arrangements and adaptations. The most famous arrangement of Ave Maria features Gounod's melody, superimposed over Johann Sebastian Bach's Prelude No. 1 in C major from the well-tempered clavier. This unexpected marriage of musical styles, of Gounod's romantic lyricism with Bach's Baroque elegance, created a piece of transcendent beauty that resonated with audiences across generations and cultures. Today, Gounod's Ave Maria is a beloved classic performed in diverse settings, from grand cathedrals to intimate weddings, its timeless message of faith, hope, and solace continuing to touch hearts worldwide. Its enduring popularity speaks volumes about Gounod's ability to craft melodies that transcend time and language, melodies that tap into the deepest emotions of the human experience. Following the triumph of Faust, Gounod continued to compose operas exploring different themes and styles, while remaining true to his signature blend of lyrical beauty and dramatic intensity. In 1867, he returned to the well of literary inspiration, this time turning to William Shakespeare's timeless tragedy, Romeo and Juliet. Collaborating once again with librettist Jules Barbier, Gounod crafted Romeo et Juliet, an opera that captured the essence of Shakespeare's tragic love story, its themes of passionate love, family feuds, and the devastating consequences of hatred. Gounod's music for Romeo et Juliet is a tapestry of emotions, from the youthful exuberance of the Capulet ball to the heart-wrenching sorrow of the lovers' final moments. The opera features a series of exquisite duets between Romeo and Juliet, their voices intertwining in melodies that express the ecstasy of their love and the agony of their fate. While Romeo et Juliet may not have achieved the same level of universal acclaim as Faust, it remains a beloved work in the operatic repertoire, admired for its beautiful melodies, its dramatic pacing, and its faithful adaptation of Shakespeare's Immortal play. It stands as a testament to Gounod's ability to translate great literature into equally compelling musical experiences. While Gounod's operas, particularly Faust and Romeo et Juliet, remain his most enduring legacy, his creative output extended far beyond the realm of opera. He was a prolific composer, exploring diverse genres and leaving behind a rich and varied body of work that reflects the breadth of his musical talents. Gounod composed numerous works for orchestra, including symphonies, concertos, and programmatic pieces that showcased his mastery of orchestral color and his ability to evoke vivid imagery through sound. His Symphony No. 1 in D major, for example, is a vibrant and energetic work that demonstrates his command of classical form and his gift for crafting memorable melodies. Chamber music, with its emphasis on intimate dialogue and interplay between instruments, also held a place in Gounod's heart. His string quartets, piano trios, and other chamber works reveal a different facet of his musical personality, one characterized by a more introspective and lyrical style. Gounod's passion for vocal music extended beyond the operatic stage. He composed numerous art songs, settings of poems by French and German poets, showcasing his gift for capturing the nuances of language and emotion through melody. These songs, often performed in intimate salons and concert halls, were highly regarded during Gounod's lifetime and continue to be appreciated by singers and audiences today for their beauty and expressiveness. Throughout his career, Charles Gounod remained deeply connected to the spiritual side of music, a connection that stemmed from his upbringing, his time in Rome, and his own personal faith. This devotion to sacred music found expression in a wealth of compositions that explored themes of faith, hope, and the power of the human spirit. Gounod's catalogue of sacred works includes masses, requiems, cantatas, and numerous smaller pieces for choir and organ. These compositions, often characterized by their grandeur, their emotional depth, and their soaring melodies, reflect his profound reverence for the liturgy and his ability to translate religious sentiment into musical terms. One of his most famous sacred works is the St. Cecilia Mass, a monumental composition for soloists, choir, and orchestra. This Mass, with its dramatic contrasts, its moments of sublime beauty, and its powerful evocation of religious fervor, stands as a testament to Gounod's mastery of choral writing. and his ability to create music that touches the soul. In addition to his larger-scale sacred works, Gounod composed numerous smaller pieces for religious services and private devotion. These hymns, motets, and devotional songs, often characterized by their simple beauty and their heartfelt sincerity, reflect the depth of his personal faith and his desire to connect with the divine through music. Charles Gounod's musical legacy is vast, encompassing operas, symphonies, chamber music, and sacred works. His influence extends far beyond his notes, inspiring generations of composers and musicians. Gounod's operas, especially Faust, remain staples of the operatic repertoire. His Ave Maria has achieved universal recognition, woven into countless lives. Gounod left a legacy of musical innovation, crafting memorable and emotionally resonant melodies. His music continues to resonate today, speaking to the human condition in a timeless language. A catalyst for change. Gounod's impact on French opera. Charles Gounod emerged during a fascinating period in French opera history. With Faust, Gounod shifted French opera towards a more intimate and emotionally driven approach. He focused on relatable characters and melodies that resonated emotionally. Composers like Bizet, Massenet, and Delibes acknowledged Gounod's influence. This shift paved the way for lyrical drama, exemplified by Bizet's Carmen. Gounod played a pivotal role in steering French opera in a new direction. Mentorship and inspiration nurturing the next generation. Charles Gounod's influence extended beyond his own compositions. He was also a respected teacher and mentor, shaping the careers of numerous younger musicians. He understood the importance of nurturing young talent, recognizing that the future of music depended on fostering the next generation of composers, performers, and music lovers. As a professor of composition at the Conservatoire de Paris, Gounod shared his vast knowledge and experience with a new generation of aspiring musicians. He instilled in his students a deep respect for musical tradition while encouraging them to find their own unique voices. He emphasized the importance of melody, harmony, and counterpoint, the building blocks of musical composition, but also stressed the need for originality, passion, and a deep connection to the emotional power of music. Among Gounod's most notable students was the French composer Cécile Chaminade, who went on to achieve considerable success in her own right. Chaminade, known for her elegant melodies and her contributions to the salon music genre, credited Gounod with providing her with a solid musical foundation and inspiring her to pursue her passion for composition. Gounod's influence as a mentor extended beyond the formal setting of the Conservatoire. He was known for his generosity of spirit, often opening his home to young musicians, providing guidance, encouragement, and a listening ear. He believed in fostering a sense of community among musicians, recognizing that collaboration and the sharing of ideas could lead to artistic growth and innovation. Beyond borders, Gounod's international influence. While Charles Gounod's impact on French music is undeniable, his influence extended far beyond the borders of his homeland. His operas, particularly Faust, achieved international acclaim, captivating audiences from London to New York, from St. Petersburg to Buenos Aires. The universal appeal of Gounod's music stemmed from his ability to tap into the shared human experience. His operas explored themes of love, loss, redemption, and the struggle between good and evil, themes that resonated with audiences regardless of their language or cultural background. His melodies, both soaring and intimate, possessed a timeless quality, transcending cultural boundaries and touching the hearts of listeners worldwide. The international success of Faust played a significant role in popularizing French opera abroad. It helped to break down barriers, demonstrating that French opera could compete on the world stage with the works of Italian and German masters. This, in turn, opened doors for other French composers, paving the way for the international success of operas like Bizet's Carmen and Massenet's Manon. Gounod's influence on international opera can also be seen in the way his music inspired composers from other countries. Composers like Giacomo Puccini in Italy and Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky in Russia, while developing their own distinct styles, were undoubtedly influenced by Gounod's lyrical gifts. and his ability to craft operas that were both dramatically engaging and emotionally resonant. A complex legacy, embracing innovation and inviting criticism. Charles Gounod's legacy is not without its complexities. He achieved immense popularity and is celebrated for his melodic gifts and contributions to French opera. Yet he faced criticism from proponents of avant-garde musical trends. Some found his music overly sentimental, lacking the intellectual rigor of composers like Richard Wagner. Despite this, Gounod remained true to his artistic vision. He believed in melody's power to communicate emotion and crafted music that was accessible and engaging. Embracing innovation within his style, he experimented with harmony and orchestration. Gounod's blend of tradition and innovation enriched his music's enduring appeal. His legacy bridges the classical and romantic eras, leaving an indelible mark on music. Bridging the divide, sacred and secular, popular and profound. Charles Gounod navigated sacred and secular music, achieving success in both. His operas captivated audiences, while his sacred works expressed deep religious feeling. Gounod's Ave Maria, originally for Faust, became a beloved hymn. His music transcends categories, resonating with audiences from all walks of life. The twilight years, seeking solace in faith and family. As Charles Gounod entered the twilight of his life, his once tireless pace began to soften, his focus shifting from the bustling world of Parisian salons and grand opera houses towards the quiet comforts of family and the solace of his deeply held faith. The death of his wife, Anna, in 1885 cast a long shadow over his later years. Their marriage, though not without its complexities, had been a source of great love and support for Gounod throughout his career. Her absence left a void that he sought to fill through his music and his ever-deepening religious devotion. He found comfort in spending time with his children, sharing stories of his life and career, passing on his love for music to the next generation. He derived joy from watching his grandchildren grow, their youthful energy a source of renewed inspiration. Gounod's faith, always a guiding force in his life, became an even greater source of comfort and strength during these later years. He immersed himself in religious studies, finding solace in prayer and contemplation. His home became a haven for spiritual reflection, a place where he could retreat from the world and reconnect with his inner self. A time for reflection, revisiting past triumphs and embracing new inspirations. Retirement from the public eye did not mean a cessation of creativity for Gounod. While he composed fewer large-scale works in his later years, his mind remained active, revisiting past triumphs and exploring new avenues of musical expression. He returned to his beloved Faust, revising the score and making subtle alterations that reflected his evolving musical sensibilities. He found joy in mentoring young singers, preparing them to breathe life into his most famous characters, ensuring that his operatic legacy would continue to enchant audiences for generations to come. Gounod's interest in sacred music experienced a resurgence during this period. He composed a series of motets, hymns, and other religious works, exploring themes of faith, redemption, and the eternal search for meaning. These later sacred compositions, often characterized by a sense of serenity and introspection, offer a glimpse into the composer's spiritual journey. Even as he revisited past triumphs and explored new musical avenues, Gounod found time to indulge his lifelong passion for literature. He immersed himself in the works of Shakespeare, Goethe, and other literary giants, their words sparking his imagination and inspiring him to view his own musical creations through a fresh lens. In the third section, posthumous recognition, a legacy cemented in music history. Charles Gounod passed away on October 18, 1893, at the age of 75, leaving behind a musical legacy that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. While his popularity waned somewhat in the decades following his death, as new musical trends emerged, his place in music history has never been in doubt. His operas, particularly Faust and Romeo et Juliet, remain staples of the operatic repertoire performed regularly on stages across the globe. His Ave Maria, transcending its operatic origins, has become a beloved classic, a musical icon embraced by both the classical world and popular culture. In the decades following his death, scholars and music historians began to reassess Gounod's contributions to music, recognizing the innovative aspects of his work and his influence on subsequent generations of composers. His operas, once dismissed by some as overly sentimental, were re-evaluated, their dramatic power, their lyrical beauty, and their enduring emotional impact gaining new appreciation. Today, Gounod is recognized as a pivotal figure in French opera, a composer who bridged the gap between the grand operas of Meyerbeer and the lyrical dramas of Bizet and Massenet. His influence can be heard in the works of countless composers who followed. His emphasis on melody, his gift for character development, and his ability to create music that speaks directly to the heart, continuing to inspire musicians across genres. Gounod's gift to the world, a universe of emotion in every note. Gounod's true legacy lies in the enduring emotional impact his music has on listeners worldwide. His melodies transcend cultural boundaries, speaking directly to the human heart. His music transports us, making us laugh, cry, and feel deeply. Ave Maria marks life's significant moments from weddings to funerals. His operas captivate audiences with dramatic narratives and sweeping melodies. Gounod's music communicates emotions words often fail to capture. His legacy is a testament to the universality of human experience. Charles Gounod's journey from a young boy enchanted by his mother's piano to a titan of 19th century music is a testament to passion and dedication. His operas, particularly Faust, stand as grand monuments to his talent. From cathedrals to salons, Gounod's voice left its mark. He was an architect of emotions, a weaver of dreams. Music at its core transcends borders and speaks to the essence of humanity. Gounod's legacy lives in every heart touched by his Ave Maria and the drama of Faust. In the second section, the immortal voice of Gounod. In the grand symphony of musical history, Charles Gounod's voice rings out with a distinct and resonant beauty. He was a master melodist, his music imbued with an elegance and emotional depth that captured the spirit of Romanticism and left an enduring mark on the world of opera. Gounod's legacy is not merely one of preservation but also of transformation. He inherited the rich traditions of French opera and infused them with his unique blend of lyrical grace and dramatic intensity, paving the way for a new generation of composers who would redefine the boundaries of the genre. More than a century after his passing, Gounod's music continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. His operas remain staples of the repertoire. His Ave Maria continues to inspire awe and reverence, and his melodies, timeless in their appeal, continue to weave their magic on listeners of all ages and backgrounds. In a world often yearning for connection and meaning, Gounod's music offers a timeless gift, a universe of emotions distilled into every note, a reminder of the enduring power of music to transcend boundaries, to touch hearts, and to illuminate the beauty and complexities of the human experience. His is a legacy that will continue to inspire, to uplift, and to remind us of the transcendent power of music, for as long as there are ears to hear and souls to be